What up? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes. It is day 182. I said 182. Dave's Daily D. Dave's Daily Discussions. You know me. I'm Dave. Just got out of the gym. Figured I'd try to bring a little bit of content to y'all as I drive yonder. Not totally sure what I'm doing here. I might stop at the store to get some pre-workout, especially today. I didn't have any, and I didn't get up this morning. Was running late, didn't get to hit the gym before work, so it was a gym session only after work, and I've pretty much been going twice a day every day, so my whole day was just out of sorts. My Monday was thrown off. I tried to get through the best I could, but man, today I've been having some weird Mondays. I've been having some splits. I've been having some good ones, but I've been having some rough ones. Today was just, it was just a weird energy, like I talked about, I think last week or the week before. I think it was last week. Acknowledging energy and trying to make the best of it. I tried to shake it. Just, it was a tough battle to get through. Once again, I wasn't the only person. There was people that I knew, other people that I knew that, that were kind of feeling the same way, so wasn't alone in that. I'm sure, many of us aren't ever really truly alone in things. We don't realize it, but, as we talk to people more, we realize that there's other people that are feeling the same way. Trying to make sure there's not too much wind blowing during this video. But anyway, it is Monday. T.G.I.M. Thank God for another Monday. Be thankful for another day. We woke up. We have another opportunity. Here we are. Make the best of it. I'm trying to be all I can be, and hopefully you guys are too. Just doing as much as I can to grow, doing as much as I can to progress, walk forward, step forward, grow in the right direction, trying to make a difference in my own life, trying to make a difference in as many lives as I can. And it's a tough one when you're trying to figure things out, and you know that you need to try to look out for number one. You're trying to, make sure that you don't let the one person that you have to count on every day is yourself. The one person, I'll say it again, that you have to count on every single day in life is yourself. If you don't have yourself and you let yourself down, nobody else has you. If you fall, if you crumble, if you stumble, if you're rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, if you fall apart, if you break down, if you give up, that's it. People can try to do as much as they can for you, be there as much as they can for you, but at the end of the day, if you don't have yourself, if you don't take the time to pay attention to you, your mind, your mental health, your self-love, if you don't look out for how you're feeling and what you're going through, if you don't stand tall, if you don't ground yourself, if you don't get your roots in the ground and strengthen so that you can stand in them winds and them storms, you're done for. If you don't have a why, if you don't know why you're waking up today, if you don't know why you're doing what you're doing, if you don't have a why, you're going to crumble. It doesn't mean that you're selfish. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It means that you are trying to be the best that you can be, and you can't be the best for anybody else if you can't be the best for yourself. So I've had to really pay attention to that for me. There's times, there's days, there's during a week, there's spurts where I have to really hunker down and I have to get it together, and I have to slow things down, and I have to kind of push away, especially when I'm feeling that maybe I'm being wronged, maybe I'm not being appreciated, maybe I'm just struggling through my own ordeals, maybe there's just perceptions that aren't coming off right. There's so many different things that could play into an account to where you're feeling some type of way about friends, significant others, people in your lives, anything of that nature, even nothing at all. It could just be weird energy, and everybody else's energy feels weird, and it's just this thing in your head for us overthinkers that we start to feel like, okay, I'm not enough, and we start to question things, we start to wonder, our minds just take off and go nuts with thoughts. And, sometimes I just have to, for me, I have to, I have to sometimes isolate. Sometimes I have to get, I have to talk to people. Whichever the case may be, I try to pay very close attention, and I try to make sure that I take care of it. It's not that I'm shutting down and I'm, avoiding people. It's I have to take care of me sometimes, because if I don't, like I didn't before years ago, especially in teenage years when everything was all over the place, if I don't take care of number one, if I don't take care of what's up here, nothing else is coming. Nothing else is moving forward. Everything has halted. The train has stopped. It has not left the train station, and we are waiting. So I have to do it, and I'm sure everybody else has to do it too. So do not be afraid to say no. Do not be afraid to accept that you're overwhelmed, that you have a lot going on. Accept it, acknowledge it, realize it, and try to figure out solutions. There's one thing to isolate and, be different, have different energies, and not acknowledge, not, find solutions, to just sit there and just plummet. On the other hand, you can find a way to get a solution, to grow, to find a way to overcome, to move past, to grow, to become better within them situations. Anybody who doesn't understand that you're going through something is either in denial that they've ever went through anything, or they don't care. Or they're a narcissist who only cares about themselves, and they're never in the wrong, and everybody else bows down to them. Whatever the case may be, I don't know. There's a lot of things that go into the psyche, how the mind works, just personality, psychological, all that stuff. There's so much that goes into it. But the number one thing is, do not be afraid to pay attention to yourself, how you're feeling, and what you need to do to better yourself. That is at least some of the content that I'll bring to you. So as of today, I woke up, and over time, I used to be a pushover. I used to just be a yes man. I used to just do and go with and do things. I had my own mind. I had my own thought processes. I didn't, I was always very careful with how I did things. But trying to figure out what I wanted to do here at the the old Wally World parking lot. But as I've gotten older, and especially as I start going through things, I'm seeing things, I'm watching people, I'm just watching how people act and treat people and whatnot. As I've grown and I've gotten older and I've learned, and I've just come to realize that at some point you stop allowing certain things to happen in your life. You start to stand up, you start to make a difference, you start to say something, you stop putting up with it. So when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, you have to realize what's important to you, what do you believe in, and if you're being taken for granted, if you are unhappy, if you're being, mentally, physically, verbally abused, any of those things, talk to people, stand up for yourself, whatever you have to do. If it's a fear thing, try to make sure you're talking to people who are there for you to help you out. Very, very important to talk to people. But at the end of the day, do not allow anybody else to force you to concede in your beliefs, to give up in your beliefs and what you want. Don't allow somebody to take away your dreams, any of those things of that nature. Stand up for yourself. Do what you believe in. Be strong. So with that being said, I'm here at Walmart. I want to get this taken care of so I can get home, figure out what I'm going to do for Din. I got to get back on the wagon of being healthy and stop eating out again. So I'm going to hunker down on that. I want to walk the dog, shower, things like that. And, relax and unwinding for this evening. So with that being said, I love y'all. Thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Dave's Daily D. Dave's Daily Discussions. You know who I am. You know me. I'm Dave. And, if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube, join the Facebook group, follow the Instagram, like, comment, share, all that jazz. Big things coming. We're going to start working on the podcast ordeal. We're going to start working on trying to do live videos. We're going to start trying to get some people involved in some videos to talk about what they've got going on in life, the things that they're trying to make a difference in, how they've grown, overcome, what their struggles or continuing struggles are, all those things of that nature. So stay tuned. Be ready. I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in for another episode.